Bungie recently gave us a full 18 minutes of unedited gameplay from a squad's perimeter run. The squad consisted of Destroyer, Triage, and Thief, and we saw a ton of things in the gameplay that we already knew about, like the looting system, rarity system, and seeing a solo Rook player in action. But there were some small things that people missed, or things that didn't come across people's minds. So, here are 10 small details that you might have missed from the most recent Marathon gameplay upload. First things first is we actually got our first look in-game at two new weapons. The first one being the B-33 Volley, which is a precision pulse rifle that looks, feels, and sounds a lot like the classic Halo battle rifle that we used to know and love. The second one is a pump action style shotgun called the Miss Raya 2042. The shotgun didn't appear to have too much range, but when up close, the shotgun was able to two-shot people, a lot like the WSTR combat shotgun. Next up, we got to see the trait 1 ability for the runner Thief, X-ray visor, and learn that not only does it allow the runner to see valuable loot and items, but when activated, it highlights hostiles as well as creates a white outline aesthetic on the enemy. And on top of that, when X-ray visor is active and you aim at an enemy hostile for a short time, you will actually hack their optics, causing disruption to the other player's vision until you look away. Following that, we got our first look at a consumable that appears to regen both health and shield, but on steroids. From the looks of it, this consumable will take a tad bit longer in animation time than both the health and shield consumable, but from a trade-off of a longer animation window, your health and shield start to regenerate much faster at almost double the speed. Fourthly, the runner Thief's tactical ability, Grapple Device's cooldown, appears to be only 30 seconds long when the runner has a full backpack. Now, from the gameplay, it appears that this number can change depending on what your runner's tactical recovery stat is at, because earlier on in the gameplay, we see a cooldown time of roughly 30 seconds, but at another part of the gameplay, the cooldown drops all the way down to 17 seconds. There could be other factors than just the tactical recovery stat that play into the cooldown, from the weight of the runner's backpack to maybe the rarity of the loot that the runner is carrying. But what we do know for certain is that when you down an enemy runner as Thief, it actually reduces the cooldown on the Grapple Device ability by 10 seconds, which is actually insane. So there's definitely going to be people out there who will probably be known as playing like Spider-Man in Marathon and swinging from location to location and playing ultra aggressive. The fifth detail is actually kind of a funnier and cooler one, being with the runner Triage's tactical ability, Med Drone. The Med Drone itself can actually change faces depending on what kind of situation you find yourself in. When you're in a fight, the face will change into a devil style face, almost like the drone is having fun. And when you're just looting and looking / walking around, the drone will switch to somewhat of a sad face, almost like it's sad that you're not in any kind of fights or danger. The sixth detail pertains again to the runner Triage and the X-ray visor ability, and this detail will actually save you time in looting. When you go into a huge room with a lot of loot and supplies in it, you can actually see what kind of loot will be in each container. Whether that's green, blue, or even purple rarity, the purple might not be something you necessarily need, like for example the 24 XS ammo pack that this runner finds in one of the containers, but this small detail will actually save you some time in deciding what duffel or container you decide to loot first. In the past, a big issue and crucial talking point about the first Marathon Alpha was that a lot of people complained about the runner heat bars and how fast they would fill up for using one runner ability and simply just sprinting. Well, now not only has the heat production been toned down a decent bit, but Bungie has decided to lean into the environments a bit more and allow the heat production to be even lower depending on if the runner is outside when it's raining or if the runner is running through water. From the looks of it, the heat production that gets generated is almost cut in half when the runner is outside when it's raining, or if the runner is running over water. And the effect also looks like it can be compounded depending on how much water there actually is. We're coming down to the last few small details that you may have missed, but real quick, I just wanted to thank you guys for all the amazing support on the channel so far. And if you guys found any of the info in this video informational, make sure to like the video. And if you guys want to see more Marathon news and info and really funny moments as soon as the game comes out, make sure to subscribe. Now let's get back to the list. The eighth detail is small but could be considered really big from a communication standpoint, and that's the multi-ping system. We've known that a ping system was coming to Marathon. We just assumed that it was going to be one ping on only one enemy at a time. Well, from this gameplay, we actually have confirmation on a multi-ping style system that will be arriving, which is going to be huge for squads when each person is getting multiple aspects of information at once. And this system will come in really useful if you're running squads or you're a solo fill kind of player. Another small communication system that will be arriving is the introduction of the control wheel. This system itself isn't too uncommon in other extraction shooter games, but for the runners that don't have a mic or just don't want to talk in game, this system will actually come in handy a lot because they will be able to communicate with other squads through simple text and voice lines in the game. And the final small detail pertains to the prime ability on the runner Thief, being the pickpocket drone. With this gameplay, we also got an extended look at the drone itself and what it can somewhat do, from simple pings of enemies to extracting loot from enemy hostiles. But that's not even the biggest thing. The drone itself has an incredibly long uptime. Just from the gameplay alone, the pilot was in the drone for nearly 15 to 20 seconds, and that was only 1/4 of its drone time. Now there could be implants for the runner Thief that can be applied to make the drone uptime even longer. We don't have all the details on that information right now, but what we do know is that just based off this gameplay alone, the drone uptime is definitely something people are going to be taking full advantage of when the game comes out. And there you go. There's 10 small details that you might have missed from the 18 minutes of perimeter gameplay that we got the other day. Let me know what you guys think about everything so far in the comments. Has everything that you've been seeing on Marathon given you a reason to try it out? Or are you still waiting for that one thing to really grab your attention? I can at least tell you this. If you're on the fence about the game, next weekend will be the open server slam test that anyone can play for free. So go in there next weekend and see for yourself if Marathon really does scratch your itch. Thank you all so much for watching, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.